The work doesn't take weekends off, and neither does the process. So here we are. It is 6 degrees outside, and yeah, we're doing it. Rinse, wash, repeat, right? Same format. Grab my camera. That's something I want to talk about, and let's go for a walk. But it's Saturday, and we are prepping for a pretty big snowstorm, probably the biggest one that we've had in years. All across the Northeast and the country. Lots of places are really feeling things right now, and I was just hoping everyone stays warm and safe over the next couple days, and the Patriots win. But if they don't, it is what it is. Life goes on. But today, and Saturday and Sunday for me, really gives me time to focus more on my work, and I'm not spending time with my kids. I have a little more flexibility and time to focus on my channel. And this weekend, it's learning lines, back to practice, and more practice. And I have a pretty big scene that I'm working on in my acting class, and it's a lot of dialogue, and it's hard because I have a full-time job. Excuse me. And in the evenings, to sit down and really concentrate after dinner and picking up and just trying to mentally unplug for the day to get in a mindset of learning, right? It's easy to upload a video and stuff that's just more of muscle memory at this point instead of trying to actually learn something new, right? So that's really where my weekends are living lately. It allows me to really, spend that focus and energy to work on my craft and get better. But in this case, something specific, learn very specific lines of a very specific scene for a very specific day and time. So expectations, alignment, and delivering. And the pressure, kind of that of being prepared, and I never want to be the person in the room that isn't prepared. I feel every action I take now, every way I show up reflects on me, reflects on how I position myself for future work in the world of acting in the industry, and wanting to be seen as someone that could be given a task, just like in my daily 9 to 5 job, is set to a level of expectations that I can do it, right? And I do, and repeatedly over and over again. But in an area where decades of work hasn't spoken for itself, I'm not there. I'm not. People just don't accept this yet, and that's where I have to spend my time to really make sure that I'm putting the best version of myself forward, because showing up isn't always enough. It's how you show up for those moments, being prepared, being engaged, and knowing the material, knowing the work, and being able to commit. And if you don't know the lines and you're in your head, that's all it all reads, it all comes through. And yeah, so that's where I am. I get some memorization to do, hopefully, not hopefully, but I know we'll have some couple inbound shut-in days here as we are preparing for what's going to be a really big snowstorm. So we're really not probably going to be going anywhere. So some nice time inside. And that's where I am this weekend, aside from watching some football. And yeah, so as always, thanks for walking with me. And remember, we don't need the whole path today. We only need one step. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Saturday.